And here we are. Welcome back, everybody. Lucas of Lucasgvariety back with my friends tonight to play Robotech, the MACROSS SAGA. This is Season 2 and Episode number 6, I do believe. And today, as I stall for my phone, is Friday, August the 7th. I'm just going to say to my baby girl, happy 14th-month birthday. 14 months, can't believe it, crazy. Anyway, I'm back with my friends to play a little Friday night Robotech the MACROSS SAGA. Major Ivan Surunova cannot join us tonight, but he will be back next time in 2 weeks. And also, tonight is a special night. It's our first double header on Lucasgvariety Twitch channel as far as role-playing games go. So you have to stay tuned. We're going to play till 10 o'clock Eastern, and then when we get off, a brand new Dungeon World campaign will be taking off at 10:30 Eastern, so a half hour after that, with our good Game Master Dem. We all know, most of us all know and love Dem. We love to hate him, and he hates to love us, but that's just how it goes. With a whole, pretty much new cast and crew, new people, new faces, so it's going to be exciting. So we'll be turning the tables over to them in a bit, and they'll be right here on Lucasgvariety. So anyways, that's enough of me talking. I'm going to pass it right up above me to the RM to take it from here. So, Harukajunko.
I am Harukajunko, the Robotech Master, and I want to welcome everyone back today for Robotech the MACROSS SAGA. When we last left off, the group was kind of, well, everything was terrible. The ship had transformed twice, lots of people were dead, dying, everything was in shambles. The captain was being called mean words, and Alex Matz discovered what it's like to be to, I don't know, just not die.
And sing. Sing.
And sing.
Still muted.
Again, I'm gonna learn someday, I swear. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's things are pretty bad. In one, and to this point, we're gonna zoom in on the captain. Captain, you've gotten, it's a couple days later, guys. Things have started to get back to work more into normal. The attacks from the aliens have still continued and persisted because it's what they do. The alien that you have in captivity has not been friendly, to say the least. As much as you would expect a giant 50-foot alien to be friendly.
Well, there are ways of making him more friendly. We'll give him ice cream.
He might enjoy that.
Reese Pieces, whatever it worked. There was a movie once and it worked.
Feed him the bomblets. He'll talk quickly.
Just going to assume his anatomy is so similar he can enjoy this sugary, fatty field product and not die instantly.
Yep. But besides that, just gonna ignore it. No ice cream for him.
I was going to say you should give him some of that eel ice cream from the Blades game. That might be more torture, though.
Ice cream.
Yeah. It's what Alexander always brought home after, getting the groceries.
It was like broccoli or something.
Yeah.
It was something awful.
Okay.
It's gross.
Yeah. Well, everything in that universe is powered by eels and oil and whales that are actually like Cthulhu.
100%.
Don't worry about it. So we zoom in on the captain, and the captain, GMing Blades in the dark. So captain start GMing. You're up on the bridge, and the attacks have continued. They've been sporadic. They've been constant. They keep changing it up, and generally, it just seems like they're trying to do the same old tactics of, we'll just go in, we'll poke a little bit just to keep them on their guard, see how they work. They're obviously looking for a real opening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just generally been a tiring several-month journey, as you guys are now actually getting close to Earth, relatively speaking. Because you did land on Mars, you got your supplies, and you've been flying around for a little while after that. You guys are actually getting fairly close to, Earth. You guys haven't been able to, get in contact with Earth due to the
The antenna?
Well, that and also the enemy has been attempting to jam your communications as best as possible. You're able to communicate with anything inside of their, jamming ring, but past the jamming ring is the hard part.
Yeah. Divide and conquer type.
Mm-hmm. But besides that, though, it's been relatively quiet. What are you doing today?
If it's been pretty much the same exact thing over and over again,
Mhm.
he's looking for ways to reverse that trend, where instead of them being able to get a jump on us, we'd have a couple guys out there to get a jump on them. At this point, he's pretty sure he needs to salvage as much of their tech as possible to basically replenish the ranks. So instead of like, he would still have patrols out to be able to jump on the little raids, but he would also have little, micro patrols, like 2 people deep, trying to be in a place where they might jump. So even if they could stealth up, they'd still be like, well, I'm not going to micro jump on that spot right now. I'm going to try over here, just to break up their normal flow of pew pew. But space is 360 degrees, so that's hard to do.
All right, and so you're going to assign any specific squadron to this, or is it just going to be Magenta Squadron 3?
Yeah, it's gonna be random, just so that way they don't get used to the colors too.
Okay. Yeah, no, I have to ask that while I do some secretive things now, because this is interesting.
Due to the traitor rogue squadron.
Yeah, of course, the traitorous rogue squadron. How could you ever have known that they were evil and, traitors with the name called, like, Rogue?
And they all have mustaches.
Look,
Yeah.
Look,
Long
it could be
handlebars.
worse. They could be something like Shadow Squadron.
Oh, no, those guys, they're cool. They're cool. They like ice cream.
Yeah, they're cool. Shadow squadrons are cool. It's rogue squadrons you gotta watch out for.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I'm gonna say that today's like the first day that you've actually tried out this micro, jump on the enemy to try and catch a couple of them off guard kind of tactic, and it seems to be doing something. It's not going the best, but luckily none of the pilots have actually gotten shot down. But it's been disruptive to say the least.
All right, that's more or less what I'd want to do. Is just to constantly make little changes like that. Like suddenly it's a 4-person patrol in that same spot, and then the next day it's 2, and just
the next day there's nothing.
And that's if I wasn't wanting to get back to Earth so badly, I would actually just stop and see what happens.
Yeah.
But I want that more. I want that first objective to get eyeballs on it. So yeah, I would do like little patrols, little screens, and then 1 hour there's just no patrols, and then suddenly full patrol. It's like start swapping things up to where only me and the people actually flying at the moment really know what's going on. Basically, I'm micromanaging.
Yeah. Though, as an extra suggestion, because the crews have been a little hard stretched, especially with train crews for Cat's Eyes.
That's true.
There has been a suggestion by Lisa Hayes to maybe send out a couple extra Cat's Eyes, to which she also volunteers. They can send out a single Cat's Eye, maybe 3 Veritechs, and just keep it quiet, but try to get eyes on as much as they can.
That would work. Whenever one of the patrol groups go from 2 to 4, it would instead be one of the Cat's Eyes goes out with it.
Okay.
So it's just kind of like it's not always out there, but it is out there, and it's always got a group with it, so it's never by itself.
And she does ask if it would be okay if she volunteered for one of those missions, just because they are somewhat short on trained Cat's Eye operators due to the city being rather in shambles.
Only if she's on opposite shifts for the bridge from me.
Yeah.
That way, I'm
works.
on the bridge when she's out, because she's my number 2. I don't want me and her both being gone from the bridge.
Yeah, no, that works. And so she understands and she salutes. And a little while later, Captain, you actually get 2 emails.
Okay. I open up my Robotech mail.
All right. So the first one is it's a forward from Commander Fokker. Uh, it's one of those copy ones. It's forward from Rick Hunter. RE formal complaint. Commander, I would like to place a formal complaint in the record of Bridge Officer Lisa Hayes after the events occurred in our most recent naval engagement. My wingman Ben Dixon was flying in a dangerously damaged Veritech fighter, and I ordered the squad to return to base. As soon as they were in immediate danger, it was the safest order I could give for the well-being of those in my command, when Bridge Officer Hayes gave the order to remain in space. I protested formally, and it took your interference for me to be able to carry out the orders and protect my crew. And in my point of view, she was needlessly risking our lives. At the risk of being too frank, I don't think she cares about the lives of the fighter pilots in her purview. Mine especially. I think she'd be quite happily if I died on any given mission. Respectfully, Rick Hunter.
He kind of chuck. He does chuck. He makes that say, he'll reply back, "Dear pilot who I don't remember hiring." No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, this was obviously forwarded from, Commander Fokker. Commander Fokker has to pass it up the line, and
I'll send it back to Fokker. Commander, referencing the below the attached email, please advise your team leader that at this time Lieutenant Hayes is my acting number 2, and she acts with my confidence. However, comma, in this act, I agree. We were running on the best information we had at the time, and she needed your squad out there doing what they're supposed to do. It is not my intention or her intention to lose any more pilots than we have to. And by have to, I would hopefully make that a 0. But sometimes it happens that it is all of us that must die. I understand your concerns. I will share them with her and ensure that the two of you will not have to work together until you've had a chance to sit down and hash this out as adults. Sincerely, the captain.
All right. And do you open up the second one?
Yep.
All right.
Might as well.
The second one, to Captain Global from Lisa Hayes, RE formal complaints.
To who?
Captain Colors. Yeah, Captain Colors, not Captain Global. Shut up.
Captain Rolliker.
I would like to place a formal complaint in the record of Commander Rick Hunter after the events that occurred on our most recent naval engagement. We were in danger aboard the SDF-1, and I ordered Vermilion Squadron to stay in formation in the name of protection of the ship. Rick Hunter disobeyed that order and was completely insubordinate. Commander Fokker interceded and continued to countermand my direct order to Hunter. The entire exchange was unprofessional, and if we weren't under such immediate threat, significant duress, and suffering from a lack of pilots, I would recommend that Rick Hunter be grounded permanently. Lisa Hayes. Yeah. Signed, Lisa Hayes.
Okay. Dear number 2. I have already addressed this with the gentleman in question here, this Roy person, with his commanding officer, direct commanding officer, as follows. Both of you will have a non-serious citation on your marks saying that you had an interpersonal conflict and should not be purposefully set together unless dire needs, unless you two have noted and updated me that you have ceased personal hostilities towards each other. And that's the end of our paragraph. However, comma, you were both wrong in that instance. You were doing your job and he was doing his. That was his squadron normally, and you overrode his commands at that time. I understand why you did, and it was correct. But it was still his command, and it was his order to give. You should have told him to do it. And if he had acted insubordinately, then I would have been able to actually do some punishment. Because his squadron stayed out there, they all disobeyed orders, and that has become a mark on their records now. Please ensure that you keep me in the loop if you're having personal problems with a pilot that you have to go out with on patrol. I don't like seeing my junior officers, let alone my senior officers, squabbling with a pilot. We need them more than we need ourselves. Please see me first the next time you have an interpersonal conflict before I get emails like this again. Thank you, Captain Colors.
Yeah. And so this was in reference to one of the previous battles, like a day or two ago, that she just finally got time to actually, she finally got time to sit down and write the letter to you, or rather, they both seem to get, to send to you. But besides that, though, your email's been pretty quiet of other things. The citizens are still, trying to fix up enough stuff so that way they can do the big announcement that you wanted to do, where you're going to talk to the civilians. Several of the methods that they were going to use had been damaged during the transformation. One building is missing. But the city seems to be working to get back up on its feet. It's going to take a couple of days to get it rebuilt to the point where it's more livable and it stops looking out like a bombed out city. But it should be able to return to normal, hopefully, very soon.
He would assign any he wouldn't assign, he would highly encourage with an extra alcohol ration. Any off-duty personnel that have been logged by work crews that's working with them. So basically, you get noticed as being part of the military and assisting with repairs and not starting fights. Alcohol ration goes up by 1. Voluntold.
Voluntold with a reward to make it too good to turn down.
Yep.
But no. So I was gonna ask, is there any specific squadron you wanted to send out with Hayes and the Cat Eyes?
I would normally send out. I would generally send out Roy because he was the most senior of the normal groups. But if her and not Roy, but Falker, yes, Roy Falker, yeah. I guess I'd have Charlie from Silver Squadron.
Roy is still fine with her. It was Rick Hunter who was
Rick.
The problem.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. I get the levels there. So yeah, I'll send Silver Squadron when they go out for patrol.
All right. So they'll send out a couple members of Silver Squadron, which Fayt, if you want, you can volunteer for, or send out, the NPCs in the squadron to go do the mission.
I can go out. I'm getting bored sitting around drinking with the Russian.
I'll have a thing for Hugh here in a little bit. Besides that, I'm gonna now switch it over to Mecha. Mecha, what is Alex doing? It's been a couple of days. Things have calmed down. No one's immediately dying. More dead are being pulled out of the rubble, but they're already dead.
So, I've got a bit of an idea, but right now I'm going after that alcohol ration. I'm gonna be. No, it's part of the plan. I swear.
You do count for it now because you're officially on the rolls of the ship.
I swear, it's part of my plan. So yeah, he's going out to sort of volunteer and help with the rebuilding and stuff.
All right.
And while he's out, he's sort of. Alex knows he needs to. He can't sit on his laurels. He's probably gonna need a new song in probably a few weeks. So. I remember that one song that I heard a while back, right?
Yeah.
It's been sort of stirring around in his head, and he's trying to figure out where he heard it. So he's sort of trying to start looking around, seeing if anything reminds him of it. While he's sort of out and about.
Well, you know what? Let's have a skill roll for it. You're looking around while you're doing work. You're not qualified for any the destroids, unfortunately, just because you don't have proficiencies for those.
Yeah.
So you're mostly
Wait,
having to
like-
do work by hand, and
Yeah.
occasionally they let you use a Veritech. The Veritech's been outfitted with a hard hat.
Yeah. Does it have like not normal hands, but like sort of grabby claws?
No, it's got normal hands. They just give it a shovel.
Is it a heat shovel?
Nope.
Not that much dirt.
I want to say I don't have anything that's particularly good for this, so
Mhm.
I guess I just sort of have to be lucky and go with wing and a prayer.
All right, I'll let you roll with wing and a prayer.
That nothing else is really applicable. So, target number is 4.
Yeah, I'd say this because this is related to your looking for a, more song inspiration. Yes.
So, if it was, oh wait, no, normal is 5. Never mind. Bleh. It's been
I'll
2
say that you
weeks.
can hit 4.
Yeah.
Next,
Okay.
working on the chain.
Target number 4. Wow.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say that you couldn't really spot any inspiration. You were just a little bit more worried about as you're working.
Not getting crushed.
Yeah, more or less not getting crushed, not crushing other people, and helping people out as best as you could. You were just kind of you were in a good mood though. Everyone seems a little bit happier, and occasionally people ask for an autograph when they're not being crushed
Yeah.
by material.
Yeah. I'll take a minute, turn around, sign it, go back to my work.
That was what?
And
One success?
yeah, only one success. But for the most part, you just really got stumped on this one.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. This is what the alcohol is for.
Alcohol can help you It can help you with whatever you need.
Yeah. Where do we normally get our alcohol rations?
Probably from the supply room or something like that. You come by with like a notice stamp.
Yeah, like a little voucher.
Yeah.
So after I get off my shift working, I'm gonna head down there, grab my thing of alcohol, and head to the biggest rumor mill on the ship.
Oh no.
The Daedalus and the Russians.
Oh no. What are you doing, man?
Where else do you go to find information but look for Russians and offer them alcohol?
Ask the enlisted.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of enlisted there, to be fair.
I mean, yes, but still, the point stands.
But yeah.
Technically, they might be conscripts. I don't know. I'd say that's besides.
It's probably roughly equivalent.
Yeah.
In terms of rumors. Anyway, yeah, I'm heading there.
All
I'll
right.
probably. I have my motorcycle still, right?
Yeah. You had your motorcycle. Someone luckily stashed it away on the SDF-1.
Wow, how convenient.
So now you have it there, and you're able to Tom Cruise it down the street.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
For like a quarter mile.
Yeah, for like a quarter mile. You're at like 30 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and there's no sunset. It's like
Yeah.
noon. So it's not really Tom Cruise.
It's perpetual. It's either noon or midnight, and there's only a brief period of in between.
And that
Basically, he feels like he's Tom Cruise, and everyone else just sees a nerd on a moped.
Yeah. Wow.
It's funny because the helmet doesn't really cover the hair too well, so it's like half of it's sort of out behind them and half of it's like sticking out the sides.
Oh, I thought you would have just gotten the helmet shaped to the hair.
Yeah, the Mega Man style helmet. It's just a band here. There's a band here. Just
No,
over
obviously,
here.
the answer is so much hairspray it acts like a helmet.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't need a helmet.
But
Yeah. So I'm gonna head to the Daedalus. That's where they are, I think. Is it Daedalus?
Alright.
Yeah, it's Daedalus. The Daedalus has the asteroids.
so you managed to get to the Daedalus, and the Russians are, some of them are out, on the outside of the ship pulling, defense duty. Some are relaxing, some are sleeping. It's basically the barracks where, you had stayed for a while. except slightly more Russian and
Yeah.
with a lot more smell of alcohol.
I am going to sort of look around, look for somebody who looks like they're running out of alcohol,
Mhm.
and also look. I imagine that's a fairly high percentage of the Russians
Mhm.
who have through their bottle, and somebody who might be listening to some kind of music just because I'm looking for somebody who knows a little bit.
Ah, yes. Well, that doesn't take too long as you're able to find a rather skinny guy who's just kind of squatting there in his, squatting there in, some
Heels to ground?
sweatpants. Yep.
Good.
And he's just kind of squatting there, just relaxing. And you can see the bottle that he has is basically almost empty, and the music he's listening to is kind of some kind of a electric, not. It's very hard on the bass section, but it's very electric. You think you could call this hard bass or hard bass?
Might have to make a note of that for later.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But it really sounds a lot more electronic than anything. And he kind of looks up to you, and he doesn't really even say anything. He just kind of looks up at you like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I sort of hold out the bottle I got from the commissary.
Mm-hmm. And he kind of looks you up and down, and kind of takes it like some kind of alcohol goblin, and then kind of looks. And he kind of looks up at you and goes, "What do you want?"
I heard that you Russians are pretty good at getting a hold of information.
Depends who's asking.
I'm gonna maybe use star quality and grand presence to sort of. It's like, hey, I'm this. I'm Alex Matz. Listen, I'm looking for some information about a song, something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
And so the reason I'm using that is to wonder, because I figure he's pretty much almost shit-faced at this point, so it should be not too hard to.
We'll see. We know Russian. You know that Russians have a natural resistance to alcohol.
Yeah, they have a +5 alcohol save.
Yeah.
So I'll roll that.
5 auto successes. That's just what it is.
I assume this is
Your
not
blood is
in my
alcohol.
wheelhouse normally.
No, actually, you know what? You do gain an edge, but not from your element.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, just go.
Just a free edge, don't fall for it. This looks like 3 successes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
3 edges, 3 successes. Suspicious. But he kind of looks you up and goes down and goes, "Oh, that's who you are." Well, and what were you asking for again?
I'm looking for information about a song.
What song are you asking for?
That's the thing. I don't know the name, and I haven't been able to find any information about it anywhere else. So you're the only one I can turn to. This is very important.
And he kind of looks you up and down again and goes, "Well, do you have anything you know about this song?"
I'm gonna hum the bit I remember.
Humming the bit you remember.
That's good.
I see. Alright, so you kind of hum the bit that you kind of remember, and things kind of feel a little fuzzy for a second, but you're fine after another second or two.
Shake my head a little bit like,
Yeah, it must be just, you're just a little bit tired.
Yeah.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, there's also a lot of alcohol fumes in here. It must be that.
Mm-hmm. But, I do agree. Liquor goblin and or alcohol goblin is now just a staple term.
Oh my god,
Attaching goblin to any other word immediately makes it a great combo. Like loot goblin.
I'm sorry, it just conjures to my mind
I had to.
the image of this skinny ass Russian just be like grab it like mine. What do you want?
Especially because he didn't even get up from squatting, he kind of just shimmied over.
The rest will forever be known as liquor goblins. Let's go see the liquor goblins.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at them. Look at the liquor goblins over there.
They're so cute, they're all elements.
Da, you have summoned the liquor goblin.
You summon a liquor goblin. What you do is you get rum, you get whiskey, you get vodka, and you make a pentagram by pouring them out on the ground.
Oh, yes.
Then you put a potato in the middle, and that's how you summon a liquor goblin.
Jeez, potatoes.
Alright, sorry to derail, but that was just too funny.
No,
Look, I almost lost it the first time he said it.
Anyway, continue with the liquor goblin.
That was a good
Okay.
That was a good laugh.
Okay.
Well, let me do a thingy here. He kind of thinks on it and goes, I don't know the song myself, but I'll ask a couple of people who might know. And don't worry, we'll get back to you. We know where you're at. It's on this ship, right?
Yes.
Okay. I had to make sure. You know, he kind of goes back to squatting
Yeah.
and calling
I
and eating some sunflower seeds. How they got sunflower seeds up here?
no one
You're not
knows.
sure. Because as far as you know, not a single sunflower is grown on this place.
Yeah.
So either they had a very large bag, or they're getting them from other means.
Yeah. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I motorcycle back to the main area of the ship and go about the rest of my day.
All right.
Or night. I have no idea what time it is.
Yeah, it's about noon actually for once.
Okay. Yeah.
And so far at least the day hasn't been too bad. You're able to actually motorcycle to a couple of places, unlike yesterday where it was more like
Dodge
trying
the
to-
pothole.
yeah, dodge the fallen building. But besides that, we're gonna jump over to Lucas. Lucas, you're not dying, and you're in the hospital room that isn't collapsed. How do you feel?
Probably.
They've also lowered your morphine intake.
I knew it. They put a trap on that sucker.
Mhm.
He's probably grumpy. He's probably very sore. Probably more sore and more injured because he escaped from the hospital and did a bunch of exercise and physical
And the amount of
movement.
times you got elbowed in like the chest.
Oh yeah, yep. All on high on morphine, so he did things that were beyond his pain tolerance. So now that it's come down and been lowered, he's probably pretty just like almost stiff as a board. Wherever he's not wrapped up in bandage, it still probably just hurts and aches. I didn't know I had that many muscles and joints and ligaments in my
I
body.
had them sign you up for a colonoscopy too.
No, I swear, I don't need that right now. It's on the chart. No. Oh. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know if he has much control. I'm sure they're keeping an eye on him. Maybe he's even strapped to the bed. I don't know.
Well, they haven't strapped you to the bed. You're kind of just you're able to relax for the most part.
Okay.
They're not, strapping you down and going, you're okay, if you move now, we're going to just, shoot you.
All right. Can still ring for a nurse, right?
Yeah.
Like several times, just keeps hitting the button over and over and over and over and over again until they come.
This is probably like the third time you've done this too.
Oh, probably many more times because I'm bored.
The nurse is going to peek in and go, "Are you hurt and or dying and or need assistance getting to the bathroom?"
Yes, I'm hurt. Yes, I'm probably dying. I always will take assistance from you going to the bathroom. And also, how much longer am I going to be in here? It's probably the 5th time he's asked today.
She's just gonna sigh. She's gonna be like, at least till the end of the week. Now, if you don't stop pressing that button rapidly every 30 minutes, I'm going to cut it off, and I will make sure no one comes and gets you. And then she shuts the door.
So bored. So hurt. Where's Chuck? Where's Chuck at? Where's Chuck?
Burn! That is all.
And then you just see his finger reaching for the button again. It's like, because he's flipping through all the TV channels and he gets nothing. He's just like, yep, gotta do it.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like right before that, the door opens and it's Chuck.
Yeah.
He's in his flight suit.
Oh, Chuck, Archie stands up, he's like, Chuck, and he gets up and he's just like, ah, and he screams because he stood up so fast and straight. Just everything, just ripped on everything.
And yeah,
Chuck, so good to see you, buddy.
And Chuck's going to shove you back on the bed and call for a nurse.
I think he oh, go ahead, sorry.
He's going to push you back down onto the bed and call for a nurse because trying to jump up and rapidly hug someone with a whole bunch of needles in you is probably not helpful.
I think when he comes up to gently set me down, my arms wrap around him, so I take him with me as I lay down. I'm like, Chuck, pull him down on top of me while he's trying.
And he, he at least goes down with you for a minute, and then he's just gonna kind of reach back and grab your arms and then kind of just pull them apart and be like,
that hurts.
You need to stop doing that.
I'm so bored, Chuck. This place is killing me. Worse than my injuries.
I mean, yeah, it's boring because, it's a hospital. It's not, fun time aquarium.
There's nothing here. And I just want to see you. And I want to see Alex. And I don't want to see Ivan. I hate him. I would like to see the captain. He's too busy. And I keep saying I want Jacobs to come and feed me dinner. But they keep denying that too.
Well, unfortunately for you, I'm out for at least the next couple of hours because me and Silver Squadron, along with Jacobs, are going on patrol real quickly.
No. Do you think you can...
So you're going to be stuck here and have to deal with, your boredom on your own.
Did you just come to rub all of that in my face? Come in here a spiffy spacesuit and saying you get to go on a patrol and do exciting things, all while I can't go. Chuck.
Yes.
Chuck, you bastard. I hate you and I love you so much.
That nurse called me and said that that she was going to tear out your throat if you didn't stop.
No, she just said the button. She didn't say anything about my throat earlier. I don't have to talk to her. That's fine. But here, at least do one thing. If you get back from patrol, at least send Jacobs. Tell her I want dessert. Yeah. Don't make any type of reference between her and the dessert. I don't want her to think that it means something it's not. I think that's probably what she would think. That's not what I mean. Is that what you thought I meant? I didn't mean it.
Well, I mean, I can at least try, but depends on what she's thinking. She might just come in and toss it at you and leave.
It would be worth it. It would be worth it. And it breaks up the monotony of this place. Do you know what's on TV?
Nothing, because the ship got destroyed?
Yes, that and 15 different Spanish soap operas. 15 different ones. And I still don't know Spanish. I don't know, Chuck.
He questions how they even got the Spanish soap operas on the ship.
Yeah. I think Archie replies quickly in some type of Spanish, like a couple sentences, and he doesn't even know he did it. And then he just goes on waiting for him to keep talking. Or take off, I guess.
He's just going to kind of look at you and go, lay down, don't get up, and don't rip out your needles. You have a catheter in. You almost ripped it.
Oh, I know. I felt that one. I felt it.
Yeah, so don't jump up or else that's going to be really painful.
I know. It hurts. You know, I went out and fought, like, I was going to say fight crime. That wasn't right. I went out and, like, helped people and during the transformation of the ship.
Yeah, and I remember, and then...
Catherine came out then, at that time. Just saying. It was...
he's just gonna kind of look at you like, I don't have time to answer that. I don't have time to address that one, and you're just gonna walk out.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, I'll be back later. Just don't annoy the nurses.
Will do. And he lays back, flips on the TV again. He's like, no habla inglés. No habla español. And he rattles off a few more lines, which I didn't prepare, that are in Spanish, and he doesn't even know he said them again. And he's just like, and he clicks it off, and he starts pushing the button again. And
that's where we're gonna leave you.
Yes, perfect.
As we switch over to Fayt. So Fayt, you've been attached to this small patrol group that's going out. It's gonna be you, Chuck, and then the Cat's Eye. It's gonna head out there. It's basically small escort, which the Cat's Eye, I should have a picture here somewhere. It's basically like your traditional AWACS. It's got a big spinny dish on and everything. And it's a 2-person made. It also does not transform, so it is immediately less cool than your Veritech.
I still need it.
Oh, what was that?
I said that's fine, still needed.
But yeah, no. So it's gonna be the two of you guys going out there fighting. Well, hopefully not fighting.
You're only supposed to be reconnaissance man.
Yeah. If you had been fighting with the Cat's Eye, there's technically a small problem that has occurred in the plan.
Yeah. I think we need another Cat's Eye.
Yeah. But the Cat's Eye. Mm-hmm. But the Cat's Eye today is flown by pilot George Jonathan of the 312th Reconnaissance Group, with Commander Lisa Hayes as the operator of it. Yeah, I don't know what they actually call it.
Oh no, Lisa's on. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
All the main characters. He's sick.
So you say Wizzo?
I guess Wizzo, or I mean, I
no.
prefer to go Rio.
Yeah, Rio.
Yeah, it's probably the Rio.
For some reason, I blanked on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, some planes use Wizzo, some planes use Rio. I'm going to go with Rio because that's cooler, and that's, we're flying space F-14s and stuff.
He's going to die anyway, so they're...
We got main NPCs and main characters all going out in one easy little...
It's supposed to be an easy patrol.
Gosh, I'm already so nervous.
I would never...
It'll be fine. It'll be fine, I swear. It's going to be a milk run.
It's going
to...
milk run.
The pilot even says that he's retiring tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Wants to spend time with the wife and family?
Is this all
Man,
Danny
I
Cross?
used to go on space
And a beautiful,
patrols.
beautiful daughter.
One day away from
who just
retirement.
had a baby. Yeah,
Yep.
just had a new baby.
Oh my goodness, stop.
I remember I used to go on space patrols all the time. And then I took a gal pod to the knee.
Yep. And he's got a beautiful daughter named Marlene, and
You're not very nice.
she's gonna grow up to be amazing, and he's gonna be there for her wedding and everything. We're gonna fill all of the check boxes.
Even has a picture. Yeah, has a picture and everything.
He's got a picture, and you can show it to you. And
It's taped to the dash.
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
You
even
girl.
better than all of that, he says that he's gonna buy flowers for his wife. When he gets back.
Oh, and he promised that he was coming back. Yep.
And he promised her that he was coming back, because this was his last mission.
Did we
This
cover?
exact one.
Did we cover all the tropes there? I think they.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
I think we did. The only one we didn't cover is some of the horror tropes, but I don't think those would fit here. Like, if him and Lisa started doing it in the Cat's Eye, there's a real question of how they're doing it.
Shut up.
Maybe they did it before.
Yeah, you know what? Something like that. Whatever. Though.
The Cat's Eye's engine makes the sound die, die, die,
Yeah. And he'll say something like, "I don't believe in any of this stuff."
I don't believe in giant space aliens. This is all like a Russian conspiracy.
Rogues of unusual size. I don't believe it.
Wow.
A couple patrols went missing in that there sector one day.
Yeah, no, a lot of the patrols have said there's heavy fighting over there. We should probably fly that way.
We'll be safe in here.
This is, 100% Robotechnology manufactured parts. These don't explode at the slightest touch of anything.
It's okay that we
now
split
I think
up.
we've covered like
Yeah.
everything.
You know what? And then we're just gonna be like, hey, we should split up. But
Mhm.
to get
If we
back
stay
off
together,
on
we're
that-
a bigger target.
Yeah, if we stay together, we're a bigger target. You guys spread out, and I'll be, the single here. But besides that, there are also a couple of the squadrons that are out there and doing similar things like this, trying to pick up as much information about the enemy fleet composition, fighters that are coming in, all that stuff. Since, of course, the giant sensor tower on the bridge is now part of the bridge. It's very not good. But as you're kind of flying along, you guys eventually take off. It's you, Chuck, and then the Cat's Eye with Lisa, and you guys are flying along and having to stay by the rather slow Cat's Eye. For reference, the Cat's Eye, I think, moves. Once I scroll back because I'm scrolling through the entire book again. Cat's Eye. Where is it? I just saw it. There we go. This thing moves 2 space units. You move 10 normally. So it's very slow, and it's not armored. So it's totally the most impervious vehicle to fire.
So it's a naked turtle, basically.
Yeah, it's a naked turtle that is like putting in a lot of radioactive waves. Technically, when you fly too close to the dish, it starts fuzzing out all of your radar sensors. Don't fly too close to there. You also smell bacon.
Are we wearing like steel-lined suits here?
why would they give you that? This is a perfectly normal spacesuit for flight.
Yeah, I taste ozone.
As long as they don't point it right at you, you should be fine.
Why do I glow at night now?
But
Unrelated.
Yeah.
unrelated. Classified. But eventually, you guys finally get out there, and you're flying out to the area you're supposed to get into, and for the most part, it starts off actually pretty fine. And rather, it's actually kind of really quiet. Like this area, like the area we're sent near, is one of the areas that has been struggling with a lot of combat and such. And some of the pilots out there who you've been talking to, because enlisted people talk, have been talking about really heavy fighting over section B7R. And I see Mecha's head go backwards. But it's actually rather quiet there right now, and there's no sounds of Spanish guitar out there right now. But after a while, you guys eventually, it's at that point, it's been a little while, and it's getting close to the end of the mission. You have anything you're kind of doing at all? Or are you just kind of floating along with it and going, yeah?
Floating along, I'm sure my hangover is fine with that. Probably been drinking with the Russians since it's...
Oh yeah, you have a hangover. That's probably not good for rolls.
What? Ivan was drinking me under the table. He's probably passed out right now. That's where he is.
Probably. Let me just have to do something real quickly.
See? Just something that's real innocent that doesn't matter with your boring
Yeah.
patrol.
No, nothing related to that. Just I just gotta finish the last minute thing,
Well, yeah, because that guy has to go back to his family and retire,
Mhm.
and everything's gonna be
Yeah.
fine.
And he's just talking about his family.
Every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't you worry about a thing.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Massively. I mean, what? Of course, my Roll20 images, didn't want to save. So give me 1 second while I grab this. Stupid thing. Needed this image. Why did you have to delete it? Why, Roll20? Why would you betray me?
This is Roll20 and hates everybody.
I mean, yeah. I can still be annoyed, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Sorry about this. But, while we're going with this, while I'm finishing this up, Mecha, is there anything you wanted to do? No, you're back at the ship. It's been a little while. You have received calls for one the brain. Come on, brain work. A silver spoon who's calling for you?
I don't recognize that, but surely nothing will go wrong. I'm going to go meet the guy, or whoever it is, or whatever this entails.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
All right. He says to meet him at the hospital.
Okay.
And when you get there, you go into one of the side rooms, and it's silver worth.
Yeah, I kind of guessed.
I even guessed that one. Yikes. But I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you walk in, and Silverworth, someone has come into your room that is not the nurse.
Oh, wait, and I called him?
Oh.
Well, am I like just ready to hit the button? I'm like, oh, that was fast. Oh, hey, Alan! And he pops up again.
Maybe you shouldn't.
And he does the same thing.
I sort of go over, take him by the shoulders and set him back down calmly onto the bed.
Same thing happened to Chuck, or at least tries. Grab. Yes. And
Hey, are you doing okay?
I am most definitely not.
Yeah, listen, did you call for me? Alex looks like kind of confused because Archie didn't seem like he was expecting him.
I'm like, well, I did tell Chuck I wanted to see you and Jacobs and the captain and not Ivan because I hate him. But you were definitely on the list. But, I mean, obviously, Chuck would have told you, you would have known it was Chuck. So unless I'm on that morphine more than I think, and he checks the bag. He's like, nope, they still got me reduced levels. Dang it. Nope, I'm pretty sure I didn't call you. But it's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. And Alex is sort of looking out a window, he looks a little bit confused.
Yes, you look out the window to see a window.
Just to see that red dot suddenly on your head.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't see the red dot unless it went over my eye.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
That's one of the.
I'm sort of
ones
looking out,
you can see
sort of
the column.
I'm sort of just looking past Archie.
No, doesn't seem to be anything strange.
Just oh yeah, no, it's just he's thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
And Archie's probably talking to you, and it's all just going over past your ears.
In one ear, out the other.
Yep. And it's it's so boring. 15 different Spanish soap opera channels.
I know. They're all bad.
They're all bad.
I think are they still playing them the same ones day after day?
Yes. I
They're
hate them so much.
I give him like a gentle pat on the back. It'll be okay.
He's crying. It's like the worst thing in the
Sometimes they
world.
put on an action movie.
What? I would love
It's
that.
really old though.
I'll take it. Make it happen. That's my friend. Hey, wait. Maybe you got more music. You got some new music? Either something I can do that's different. Because apparently I can't leave. No matter how many times I hit this button, I still can't get out of here.
Did he? Was the song from the last battle broadcasted throughout the ship? I don't remember.
I believe it was.
Yeah, because I thought the captain had like a speech that he broadcast, and then you had a song, or vice versa.
Yeah. Couldn't quite remember. Archie, you might have heard a new song recently.
Yes, that was during the city was falling apart. I was helping people, and you rocked it, and I got encouraged by that.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's kind of what I was shooting for, is sort of give people encouragement and hope.
Yes. Yes.
I'm working on a new one now. Yeah. I figure playing the same song over and over again would get a little annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know some other artists who do that.
Mm.
Did you specifically say that louder, like when you're talking to me?
No, I was just making a jab at the adaptation of Robotech.
Well, sure. I just almost feel like I love it in character, and I'm like,
oh yeah, he definitely said that. He did say it in character.
Yeah, he's just like, it's just me here, buddy.
Yeah.
But you do good. How many songs have you made now since we started this whole crazy trip? 2 or 3?
Yeah, something thereabout.
Good. Yeah, get out some new stuff. I still like your stuff. It's not as repetitive as Point to the TV. So, find your next song.
Better than that is a bit of a low bar to clear. But I aim to entertain.
Damn. And I don't think I called you, so I don't know what's going on there. There's strange stuff been happening other than floating through space and having these aliens shoot at us.
When you put it like that, I suppose getting maybe like some kind of email sent to the wrong address doesn't seem so weird after all.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, stay in bed. You'll be out before you know it.
Okay.
Getting up is only going to make it worse. Trust me.
Yep. That's right. We were roomies once, because we were roomies last time, weren't we, in the hospital?
Yeah.
It's like,
all right.
He looks over at the bed. He's like, well, I always got a spot for you in case you need to come back.
All right. I'll do my best to not need to, but
Okay.
I'll visit sometimes. All right.
Bye.
Get well. Does he have that sort of like weird drug haze?
Oh.
All right, and sort of I leave the room and
Archie's.
walk back to my motorcycle, and a little bit distracted on the road, but I'm hoping I get back safe.
Distracted driving, you say?
Oh boy.
I mean, weird shit's going down.
I mean, yeah.
That's a new mystery. Is it added into the stabbing that I got randomly and the murder that was on our ship?
Who knows?
Or are they all unrelated incidents?
Who knows?
Ah, man. Questions. Answers.
Questions for another time that will maybe never actually come up because Roll20 is being annoying.
So don't you tease me like that, Mike.
Nah, I'd totally do that. Just yes. By the way, this story that this layer, this bit, no, unrelated.
I'm like, what? Well, it'd be it would be bold. Even if hated, it would be bold. Like ending a series in the middle of a sentence, going right to black.
Mm-hmm. And that's the end of Robotech: The MACROSS SAGA Season 2.
Oh boy, I'd be mad.
Is Roll20 still fighting you for the space stuff?
Finally, I got it working again. It just took me a larger minute than I would have liked.
That's one hell of a minute.
Hmm But
A large minute.
yeah, it's been an extra large minute.
A robo minute.
Yeah, a robo minute.
When you have all the
But,
tools, Nate, it's good. But when you don't have all the tools, it can be. All right. Well, just chatting. Go. Robotech will be right back. This is what we usually do when Mike
Alright,
is
so
prepping.
Finally got that done. Yep, I just gotta. I'm just waiting for one last thing to re-upload because, yeah.
Robo-Cola, buy it, buy it, buy it. Drink it, drink it, drink it. Get addicted, addicted, addicted. It comes in cherry, orange,
Actual
lime.
cocaine.
Yeah.
But with that, we're gonna
Robotech is
pop back
back.
over here to space.
Space. Uh-oh. I better switch my screen so people can see. See, now it's obviously just an average flight.
Yeah, it's just an average flight. Just ignore the fact that I'm pulling out a map for this.
It's scenery.
Unrelated.
It's setting the mood.
I'm setting.
It's
We're
perfect.
flying through an asteroid belt. It's a beautifully,
Just wanted the background change.
Yeah. It's for just for the background. Trust me.
Yeah, the space is big. There's never a possibility that we run into something just randomly.
That would be really weird, and you should totally roll to see if you can spot anything out here. But that's weird and off.
And Chuck as well, right?
Just for safety, by the way. There's nothing actually out here, but.
It'd be crazy.
Who's gonna roll?
Yeah, that'd be absolutely insane to throw something at two people and a cat's eye. I mean, the cat's eye, it can't even shoot back. I mean, technically, if it directed its radar array to focus in a certain direction, you could shoot a whole bunch of particles at people. But
I mean, like a cancer beam.
I was trying to avoid that one, but okay.
Yikes.
Oh,
Hey.
my dad lived through it. I can make the joke.
That's a bit. Yeah, let's.
Well, Chuck-
I'm not going to touch that one.
I was looking at Chuck burning, and his character sheet is totally empty because I wanted to see, hey, what's he get to roll? There's nothing there.
That's because I have secret things on him.
I was going to say, I want to make sure everybody gets a fair chance to roll and make sure they spot the evil that's not out there waiting for them.
Yeah, don't worry. He's actually going to be assisting you with cover your buddy and sensor suite.
So what is our target?
Your target number is going to be 5. Chuck did amazingly.
What does Chuck give as a bonus? Oh, benefit.
Wow, Roll20 is really fucking us tonight.
Roll20 never likes me. That's kind of on par.
Can you re-roll any of these? Are you in your element here?
She's an ace pilot.
Not got in the throat.
Is it part of your? Is it in your element at all? Anything that might fit?
If you're trying to reroll, you can play to your nature.
Or that's what I always mix up.
Do you know that's for once per scene?
And what does Chuck do as the?
He rolled to assist and he got 1 success.
Okay, so there was one in there.
Because the dice actually hate me too.
No, they'll love you.
So there's nothing out here, like we thought.
Yep, there's nothing.
It's just one of those nights.
Yeah, you get the weird feeling on the back of your neck that someone's actually there, but there's no one there.
Yeah, it's just nerves. I need more to drink.
Let's see. Lisa Hayes will also get to roll here.
I like to see them have a lot. Would they have a lot of dice? I feel like because that's
They
what
are
they're out there for.
I mean, yeah, no, they also have a equipment suite directly related to
Sure.
spotting things. It's really helpful.
All right. I expect 12 dice. I'm just guessing.
All right. Well, she did roll because
Oh, we
she
didn't see
did.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know you didn't see it.
Oh, come on. No, I understand.
I'm being evil.
Do you type in GM something? Isn't it right? Something specific thing?
It's /GM roll,
All right.
and that rolls directly to me. So if you're doing hidden stuff, you can roll it directly at me.
I just know that myself. Okay, thank you. So
You're
she
welcome.
rolled 15 successes, and there's nothing there still, right?
Yeah, no, there's nothing there. Though she actually does seem to be picking up some levels of something out there, Fayt. With all the debris, though, she's having a hard time pinning it down. Before you see, he is ahead of you. Kind of pops out behind a rock and kind of looking around. You can see, right? I'm not like throwing things on the map later. Yeah, okay.
One thing there. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I had to scroll the map down a bit.
Okay, yeah, sorry. This map was really big. I just used the same map that we used for
Zoom out
camera.
really, really far.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems to be one of those scout type pods.
Mm.
Alone.
I don't ever assume anything's unknown.
But yeah, she writes, looks like we have a single scout pod out ahead of us. If one of you wants to deal with it before it sends out a signal about where we are.
I guess I'll try to take it out.
Alright. So you walk up behind it and you do your melee, and that causes, assassination sequence to play out.
Oh yeah.
It's like Halo Reach,
Go
Perfect.
right at it.
Perfect. No roll needed.
Yep. No, you still roll. Sorry.
Oh.
You do have the drop on this guy, though.
All right. Yeah.
Get it.
So, alrighty. And what's my target? 5 again? Or
4 because you're an ace pilot. You get bonuses for being in combats.
okay.
You're an ace doing ace things.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope anyway.
There's no chance in hell that this scout pod would survive, says the GM.
Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so you quickly and quietly in terms of giant robot space fights with your small minigun for a gun. Yeah, you fire off a small burst and it connects and it violently explodes. Hopefully before it sent out any signal. Hopefully. And so your patrol continues a little bit, but it seems like he wasn't the only one, as very shortly after he exploded, violently I might imagine, I would like to say.
Loaded.
Nice work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but now we got more.
Well,
A lot more.
you know.
A swarm shows up.
Bring it. I'm sure Roll20 will be perfect for it.
Mm-hmm. But very quickly, your radar pops up with a whole bunch of new targets who are popping in, and more faint signals that are kind of heading this way.
Oh crap.
Wait, what is this thing meaning? Lock warning? Oh, it says lock warning.
Yeah.
But
Get him.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't know what that means, you know what this means?
Yeah.
It was his first mission. It was his first mission in the Cat's Eye. And it was also supposed to be his last mission of his career.
Mm-hmm. He's also from Brooklyn.
Well,
He was telling this crazy story about his ma who had gotten in this fight with a raccoon.
Yeah,
But,
it was her birthday tomorrow, so.
And she was going to be really happy to see her son again.
Jeez,
No,
okay.
cooked his favorite dinner.
Uh-huh. It was going to be steak.
Jeez.
Oh, we're so bad to this guy. He's another Eric.
Eric.
But,
If
yeah,
he
no.
lived, we would have thrown him a big party in character.
You know,
Yeah.
I think at this point, if he lives, we need to name him and make him a person.
If he lives.
Doesn't he have a name?
He should have a name. He should have a name.
Eric 2.0.
He has a name. It's Job John.
Job John.
John.
Get out of here.
Jojo.
Job John it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing it down.
I think I said a different name earlier, but I just forgot. So we're going with Job John now.
It's Jojo.
Yeah, it's JoJo. But yeah, no. So you get to do your communication phase with me and yourself as this starts to devolve into a normal combat, because this totally wasn't planned from the start by an evil GM.
No, that would never.
I would never be so evil as to be evil.
No, would never think of it such a thing. Communication. I think we all see him, don't we?
Yep, you see at least one swarm,
I mean,
and they are coming at you, Chuck, and the cat's eye.
I don't think I really need to communicate much. It's just go in blasting.
I mean, that works,
Chuck can usually cover you pretty well, or wingman it in some way or another.
Yeah, so
Chuck says he's gonna
go in blasting.
cover the cat's eye from damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do that.
Because if the cat's eye gets hit, it'll probably explode violently.
Yeah, you do that then.
Job John, Lisa, no.
It would be very bad if that happened.
I know.
That would be very bad. All right.
So no pressure.
No pressure at all.
None whatsoever. All right, then I'm gonna go in after it.
All right.
How big are each one of these squares? Or
Each one is one space unit, and your thing can move 10.
hold on, you got right up there.
Yeah.
Ooh, tactical missiles.
Mm-hmm. You got missiles, which you could have either the tactical or the mini missiles.
I don't know what'll blow up most of these.
All right, either one works. So
Yeah, sure. So put myself up like here.
Mhm.
And just lay into them.
Yeah,
All right.
that's right. Get them.
And I'm gonna do some GM rolls.
What were your skills that you were using? Or is that not picked yet?
Well, all of them are 3, but I can do strafing run, so that's know how to hit while moving, and counter position, move when enemy does. I'm gonna never let them get the better position.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
trying to get it fast and accurate.
Let's see here. Oh, you had never not shot down as well. Good.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
it's
So
good.
you will be getting 4 bonus assists for this, as Lisa Hayes uploads targeting data to your gun pod, or your missiles and stuff.
Nice.
4 assists.
Yep. So you just get free 4 hits.
That's nice.
So I just add that to my dice pool.
You just added to your total of five or 4 5s and 6s. Because in this system, if you just roll a success with an assist, you make a little pool people can pull the successes out of.
Which is only you or Chuck, probably, right?
Yep.
So just roll normal and.
Yep, just roll normal, and then if you want to, you can pull successes out of the pool.
Alright, what's my target? Is it?
4 because you were engaged in mecha combat.
Right. Really?
Oh
Really roll
man.
20? Really?
Oh no, that's a
no.
critical failure.
Oh wow, that's 4 1s.
That's our first one.
Would you like to
Reroll that.
Your nature.
Yes.
Okay.
I think you are in your nature.
You're probably, like being really calm and or fearless about the situation. And
Yeah, I'm.
gonna like crash into a rock. And
Oh my
die.
goodness. Well, I mean, you still have those 4 successes though, unless it doesn't matter
Yeah,
because you
but
rolled a crit fail. I don't know.
I wanted to reroll.
Oh,
that.
you better roll.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay, well,
Slightly
woo, one
better.
success.
It's better than
Would
that
you
crit
like
5
fail.
successes total.
Yeah, would you like to grab the assists out of the pool?
Yes.
All right. So.
Good lord.
Wow.
Or you roll 20.
So with those 4 successes,
I thought it was going to be nice to me tonight, but
Nope.
all right. So you're able to take out about 3 of them
That's good.
out of the 8 of them.
Very
how
nice.
many are there?
Huh?
How many are there?
There was a swarm of 8. Yeah. Which basically that just means they all have like one giant health pool.
Mm,
It's not really giant. It's like 1-to-1 for how many there are.
yeah.
But on top of that, though, Chuck was providing some fire and trying to distract the battle pods. But one of their shots seemed to get through him and you, and did hit the cat's eye in the engines,
Oh.
reducing its engines from nominal to hindrance.
Oh, from 2 to 0.5.
Yeah, something like that.
So they went from slow.
No,
They went from
so
slower.
low.
Went to snail speed in molasses in winter.
Yeah, snail speed to snail speed 2.
Doesn't increase like you think. Nope.
Nope.
He's dividing. All right. Oh, well, there you go. Murder them with Jacobs. Just take that out.
Yeah, it's gonna basically kind of go back to you whacking on them or them whacking on you.
Alrighty, let's wackadoo.
Wackadoo, 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 wackadoo.
Okay, let's go again.
Hopefully with less failure.
3.
Hey.
3 is 3.
This is pew pew in space.
Mm-hmm. And Lisa will drop her assist for you. She gave you 1.
So 4. Good.
And Chuck will do his assist to defend.
It's pretty good. That's right, because you can use some of your attack on defense, right? We haven't done this in a while.
Mm-hmm.
To make sure that you CYA, but if they're focused on the cat's eye, you can maybe lay into them heavier, which would be good.
Oof, that's not good.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, that I meant to roll that as secret. That was the bad guys.
Yeah, I figured. You got 4.
Actually, they only got 1. Or they only got 2 because they are rolling at a. They are rolling at disadvantage.
Oh.
But luckily, you and Chuck are able to stop them from doing any more damage.
They finish him off?
How much damage did, or how much successes? I should say.
I think 4 total.
4. Yeah,
Jake.
4 total. So that would be another 3.
Oh, you got their number.
2 left. And they're gonna. And at this point, I'm gonna flash back to the captain currently. Captain, you are sitting up on your bridge. You're drinking. Finally, you did get your alcohol ration yourself, sir. You went out and helped crew for a little while and got an alcohol ration. They gave you another bottle of wine.
What a clever ruse.
Mm-hmm. Who knew that you would even play into your own hands? And as you're sitting there, you're noticing you've been told that the area of B7R, which is the captain wearing a pirate hat today. The pirate yarn. The area B7R, which your pilots, which Chuck, Melody, and Lisa had been sent out to, the area seems to be heavy with interference, and they haven't been able to contact them.
Heavy with interference, unable to contact them.
And this is one of your deeper groups who's behind enemy lines, quote unquote.
He's going to scramble at least a 3-person wing to go out and recon, recon/engage.
All right, so they'll get there in a couple of turns because it's a little bit farther away, but you will be able to do something though. Is there anything else you'd like to try to do?
There's things I'd like to do, but since I'm so far away, I don't think it would be logical for him to be able to do because he wants to interact with the group, but he can't because he's so far away
All right,
and out of range because my communication system is broken. Partially.
Blame the giant alien who you have locked up.
I will as soon as he talks. I'll tell him.
He's been talking, but he's just been telling you that you're all gonna die.
Well, I know that. That's normal. Been going to die for the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
War does that. I'll have to go talk to him later. Yeah. In character.
And bring him some ice cream.
No, he's too big. Can't carry that.
What if you had 1 scoop, but with a comically large spoon?
I would smack you in the face with it.
But yeah, so that fighter squadron or that flight of 3 will get there soon. It's the ones who are on alert deployment were Rick Hunter, Ben Dixon, and then Max
Rick.
Stern.
No matter what, Rick has to be part of that group.
No, Rick. Don't worry, Rick's there. We're gonna get that love story no matter what.
Yep.
Unless they all die because roles suck, but
Angry love story thing.
That angry love story that turns into a super jealousy plot.
I want her so mad the fact that I did this that she'd survive an entire ship exploding.
Just
Okay, guys, for all the non-Robotech nerds.
Well, I'm sorry, but
for sheer rage, we'll make sure she survives long enough to chew you out.
Yep. But so the last 2 of these guys are going to actually start hitting you, Jacobs. But first, I will roll Lisa Hayes' helps. Because I am a merciful god.
No whammy, no whammy, and no whammy.
Alright, so you are getting 5 assists from Lisa Hayes.
Wow.
Oh, hey.
Nice.
Very nice.
Throw it at them.
Alrighty.
Chuck has 4 assists on defending you, since you're the one that's being attacked.
It'll land. No. Alrighty.
You could throw them all as an attack, probably.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Can Lisa take those out of the pool for herself in defense?
She could if she wanted to, but it seems like everyone's focusing on you guys.
Successes.
3, 4, yeah.
All right, so for
It's a 9.
yeah, so 9 successes, you're gonna wipe these guys out, and they won't even actually be able to scratch you.
Pew pew. Nice work.
And finally, you guys are able to relax for at least half a second.
And then a big thing shows up.
I mean, are you reading my mind?
No, but I
Oh.
know how the story goes, so.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
And
Ivan!
I know.
Ivan, blow up the area. But as more swarms start to pop up, Lisa Hayes, kind of seeing the situation goes. You two get back to the ship. We have to, we can't let everyone here be caught. Someone has to let the ship know what's happened here.
Well, you two need to get back and you're damaged.
Yes, but if you try to stay with us, you'll just get shot down.
Well, start going.
We have been going this entire time.
It's like putter.
You could have the Veritex push.
I was gonna say it's like, hey,
If I get out and push, would that help? It's fine.
Birdsey or whatever, can he grab and pull or push or whatever?
He can try that.
Technically, yes. Physically,
Technically, yeah.
but only if he pushes off.
No, we'll work something out. Don't worry.
Physics be
He'll-
damned.
Yes.
It's anime.
Physics be damned.
Yeah.
This is anime.
You know what?
I've
No,
seen your hair.
he pushes off of micrometeorites with his feet.
But he's
Just
gonna
need some
push.
boosters and get behind it.
He's gonna get up behind it and start pushing faster.
I mean, it's space. It's not like it's going through a slog.
But that does mean that at least one source of your assists will be not available. He's trying to push the ship faster.
Well, we just need to get them out of here.
Mm-hmm. And for actual turn countdown on how long it's going to take for the fighters to get here, now that they have been launched, it's going to take about 4.
Oh. Fort.
I have the power of Kitty.
Yes, you have the power of Kitty.
Four.
Use the power of Kitty to not die against these swarms.
Yes.
You said 4
Power of
turns?
Kitty. You have to kill
4
them all.
turns.
Oh my goodness. Good luck, Jacobs.
I feel like this whole thing was set up to get Archibald back in the hospital if he had actually managed to ever get out.
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
I don't think I can leave this time.
Yeah, no. I've just started kicking Archibald and go, no, back to the hospital.
Yeah.
That one nurse is like pulling him back by the all the different needles.
Yeah. Meanwhile.
You get back here.
And then she grabs the catheter one. She's like, yep, this will work.
And then it works.
And it works.
But,
Anyway,
so-
I'm trying to just give them some time or whatever else to distract her or anything to start getting out of here.
alright, I'd say that you could do that with like a hindrance, or try to, not add a hindrance, but you could do it like as a redirect action to try and.
Yeah, I'm trying to just kind of swoop at them, hit and go,
Yeah,
hit
hey,
and go.
I'm a
kinda.
cooler target.
Yeah, kind of like, hey, I'm gonna tick you off.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I'll allow you to roll that while Lisa Hayes and the pilot are going to be rolling defense for themselves and not dying.
Okay. Always a good thing. Alright. 4.
Right, 4.
What's with the digital die on there?
That I put that there. That's my. I put it there just to be referenced for my turn counter.
Oh, the 4 here?
I figured that'd be useful for a visual representation of how long until the Allied fighters get here. So, Job John is a really bad pilot. I'm finding out.
No.
Maybe that's why he's survived. Maybe that's why he's leaving the military because.
He's old, okay?
Because
He survived the global war, but his age is catching up.
he survived the global war, and I'm pretty sure he did that by not doing anything.
The
Quartermaster.
glorified button pusher.
Quartermaster.
Because he
He,
rolled 7 dice, and let's just say that he has less than one success.
Is he not in
you
his
know what?
element?
He might not be too good at that, but you know what? He's fantastic at making sure the kitchens are always stocked with salt.
Aw.
Yes.
Yeah, but it was actually sugar, so he didn't even do that right.
No.
This guy
Oh.
sucks.
No, not the salt.
Job.
It's the one lie that no one would ever commit. The salt is actually sugar.
Mm.
How could someone be
Well,
so evil?
R.I.P. JoJo. R.I.P.
So,
Eric 2.0.
I'll at least say that these two group let me see. You got a total of 3 successes there, or no, 4 successes. I'll say 3 of the groups are going to be going to be focusing on you, Jacobs.
Okay.
Well, one of them is going to be focusing on the cat's eye and all that, and but also, Chuck.
Man. Chuck and Jacobs are out there. Don't you both die.
Get your pen and paper ready.
Shut up. Shut up. No, not today.
Alright, so that's the first one that's rolled.
Would you have 3 successes? Okay.
Yep, and so
You
those
need more
will
than
basically put the enemy on you.
I have
And
4 successes.
they'll basically also subtract successes from the guys who are going to be shooting you. So let's see. So after all said and done, you will be taking 3 points of damage.
Minus what? 2 from armor?
Yeah, minus the 2 from armor.
Gasp.
So you're actually taking just 1 point of damage to your mecha systems or something.
Oof. That could have been way worse. That's not bad.
I mean, yeah, especially when there's 8, 16, 24 shooting at you. That's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff.
32? Oh, no,
Yeah,
24. The
so
So I
except for
take
3
half
groups.
point of
Yeah.
damage.
You're taking 1 damage, which you could assign to like your missiles, your gun pod, head
Uh,
lasers,
let's see.
armor structure, engines. You should do engines. Trust me, that's a great idea.
No. I forgot to put my armor back up too. Way too distant, but we will do my armor. Where we go? We will do the. I guess the head laser.
So that will take out your, radar scanning suite for the FTLA, but don't worry about you don't have to worry too much about that. You can see the enemy.
Yeah, they're in front of me shooting at me. I got it.
Unfortunately, Chuck and the Cat's Eye were not so lucky.
Oh, come on. Come on.
They took. So for Chuck, his engines have been entirely disabled now,
No.
and the Cat's Eye has gone down another step to disadvantage.
Oh.
And very quickly, you're noticing that the enemy is being very ultra careful not to blow up important parts of the mech, like life support, the cockpit.
Oh.
Non-important, and going for non-important things like the engines.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And do remember, if you want to do something ultra funky, you could always use your heroic move.
Well, I also have Daredevil.
How funky is your chicken? How loose is your goose?
Now, they can all detach from their mechs, right? The pods or whatever else they can eject or.
Like the pods that that are attacking you, or like.
No, my own people.
The Veritex one can. The Cat's Eye does not have that feature.
Okay, can't really drag them, both of them.
That's a tough choice.
And I'll let it be known that they were shooting at disadvantage there and somehow rolled a fair amount of sixes. Like, this is the only time the enemies have actually been competent lately.
Remember, Chuck is the only thing that's important other than you. That's a meta message from Archie, but who's Lisa? I know. Otherwise, we got on the other side of the table a little Captain Colors and his number 2.
It's okay. I'll send you personally by your Septico retriever.
Okay.
Stealth mission. People were trying to eat your face and probably suck out your soul. Go find them.
Okay.
Bye bye. I give you a what is this? It's technically a rocket pod. You're just going to fly around in, and it probably won't explode if it hits something.
Well, I'm trying to find the best thing, because if they're clearly in suits, so they could be out in space, but they're in the middle of a battle. Chuck is dead in the water.
Well, they're going to take you all. If they can, probably, right?
Who knows?
They're at least going to try. I mean, they got Chuck right now.
Well,
while you're figuring that out, I'm going to pop back to the captain in case the captain's come up with a great idea.
yeah.
I mean, I have ideas. I just don't think I can actually do it yet.
Well, shoot them. Well, let's see if we can do any of them.
Well, he's figuring it out. I'll message you something and see if it's doable or not.
That's the thing is, most of my stuff requires my ship to be in line of sight, not outside.
Or have some level of communications or something.
Exactly. So there's nearly for this group, I'm out. It's like I'm in another dungeon.
Don't worry, there's going to be a dungeon but you could always try to work through the interference, or tell someone to do that.
I mean, I can try.
Do it
if you're willing. Let me do it. I mean, obviously,
yeah. I'm willing to let you work with anything.
My communication equipment doesn't technically exist in one part, so I didn't think it was an option. But
if you can get through the interference, I can maybe help out. Of course, I don't actually know if I'm on the bridge.
Most of the stuff that was like melted to the side of it was like the sensor tower. Your communications, for the most part, are fine.
Okay. So I'll do machinations. And scanning sweep.
All right, I'm willing to allow it.
Plus the comms equipment. What does the comms equipment do for me again? I always forget. I don't know why I forget. Take an action using the sensors. Skill 2. Okay. So it'd be a total of 8 on, I'm assuming a 5 and 6 or a 6?
I'd say 5 and 6s.
Okay.
Get it.
Let's roll. That's 8 on 5, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice. Oh. Fairly good. 5.
5 successes.
5 successes. All right, so I'll do that 1 second.
It's not bad.
I like to play with sensors a lot. It's kind of my character build.
You just kind of go over there and start turning the knobs occasionally.
He has one giant fidget spinner.
Pretty much. I mean, if it's not a bottle of wine, I've got to be doing something.
Right.
And
if the captain can get through, I can buff a little bit with music.
Do something like that if the captain gets through. Let's see, 5 successes. Let me just do a quick thingamajiggy.
What will happen?
All right, so Captain, you're actually able to break through the interference for the most part.
Yeah.
It's crackly and not the greatest quality. It's like it was recorded on a VHS upside down underwater, but You can hear it. And
in
you
the
can,
magnetic field.
in a magnetic field with Aurora Borealis at this time of year.
This time
Help!
of day, in this part of the country,
Yes.
All the tropes.
may I see it?
No.
Yes. The signal is strong if you
But you're
look
able-
at it from the left.
Yep. The signal is strong if you go down to this like very like minuscule level of number. You can see it spikes really high above the screen. See? But yeah, you're able to get the communications through, and you start hearing a whole bunch of communications ranging from "Oh God, there's so many" to "My engines are out," and doesn't sound great.
Doesn't sound great.
Doesn't sound. It sounds slightly that less than okay.
All right. So he will get on the horn, or whoever's taking his number 2 spot right now is
That would be
scramble any fighters full throttle to this position.
All right.
And then he'll and tell the is the music tell the music guy if he's in the room.
Yeah. Your second in command for today would the one that's taking over Lisa's spot would be Sammy Porter, the short redhead.
Perfect.
She has a manual out in front of her for radio call sign stuff.
Yes. Flipping through pages like
Yep. This is really hard. Shut up, Captain.
why is there so many different names for the same crap? Because someone else stupider than me made it all up and everyone keeps repeating it. Move on.
But yeah, no, I'll say that'll cut the time down. It'll cut it down an extra turn, so it'll be down to 2 turns coming up instead of 3. As people are, more alert rather than the something funny is going on to, oh God, our people are possibly dying.
Yep. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted.
All right, and we will go back to Fayt.
Alrighty. Well, do I still have communication, right?
Yep, you have communications between your team, and you're getting something from the SDF one, though your receiving end of the communications is rather bad.
Yes, just
Yeah.
all right. Well, I'm going to ask Chuck to eject his pod and tell them to leave theirs. I have a plan. It's crazy, but I have a plan.
Should I try to buff you before you do any rolls?
I wouldn't really be able to hear anything.
I'd say you're able to get parts of the benefits off of it. It's going to be a little bit difficult to get all of the benefits. So
I imagine, it's a disadvantage or something.
That's what I was going to say, basically.
Okay, well, yeah, I can get little bits and pieces, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. You occasionally hear calls for wine and listen, song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to. It seems like you've got a plan, and I want to make sure it's got a good chance of working.
Yeah, it's insane, but yeah.
Anything we can get.
Wait, there's an insane plan happening?
There's an insane plan that
There's
could
an
possibly
insane plan
kill
happening.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna do 2 things for them. One is try to inspire, giving Fayt and everybody else over there an edge. I figure they'll need that, and then I'm gonna take 1 action on a roll to try to buff them. So that'll be star quality or something. I'll just roll that at target number 6 or target number 5, because I'm not sure if my cancels it out.
I'll say you're looking for target number 6.
Okay.
If it had been something a little bit worse, it would have been 6s where they don't count as double. You get to count them as double still.
Okay. At least they'll get an edge.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh no!
A crit fail?
Oh no!
That's 3 ones.
Do I get to re-roll that?
I mean, what are you gonna play into your nature?
Nature is
Fearless and Showboat.
Showboat seems like it could work.
All right, I'll
Please,
allow it.
God, please roll 20. Don't let them die.
Cry out, Alex.
Unleash the dogs of war.
At least the song. Oh,
At least it's not a critical failure.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a full house.
just a regular 0. Oh man, I'm so
Got it.
never thought I'd be so happy for a regular
Now,
failure.
You know what?
how often can you use talents?
Huh?
I said, sorry, I didn't
That's
mean
tough
to
roll.
interrupt. How often and how many times can you use talents?
For the most part, you can use, unless the talent says that it has a limited number of uses, you can use it like once a turn.
Wait,
Go ahead.
I'm desperate for anything.
Mhm.
The equipment suite for radio, I think, has a couple of skill on it, so
Yeah, I'll let you use that. Let you add it.
I just. Oh my god.
Come on, roll at least 2 more ones for me.
Target.
You got this. Oh, one more one. That was really
Aw,
close. And no
Oh
fives.
well, you know what? You still get an edge.
That
You
was
at least
tough,
get
man.
edge.
But good try.
So you're looking at 4s and 5s and 6s are going to come for double for you, Fayt.
Okay. Yay.
Mhm.
All right.
Ones.
What's happening? Let me see.
I'm telling them to all eject, basically,
Yep.
and I'm swooping in to snatch them.
Oh,
Run away.
eject into space and then you grab them.
Yeah.
And bolt.
Oh, that's
Not-
awesome.
Bolt before I blow something up. But I was asking about talents because I have Daredevil and I have Counterattack. And
Yeah, I could say that you could use Daredevil.
I don't know what, as an ongoing passive ability, reduce the damage ratification by 1?
Yeah, so like if you were to ram into someone or hit a rock or something, you would take 1 less damage.
Alrighty.
Or if they rammed into you,
Well, I mean, his pod's probably gonna smack into me, and but anyway, okay, yeah, I'm gonna definitely Daredevil this crap.
All right. And we already talked about this being your heroic move.
Yep.
So all you're going to be rolling for is basically how big of a distraction you're causing with the
Pew pew.
pew pews,
You got this.
the tactical pews.
Yes. So what do I roll for this?
It'd just be like a normal skill roll,
Oh, okay.
but you're rolling for 4 with 5s and 6s counting as double.
And a reroll,
Okay.
right?
So just leave it at 4 and roll my
Yep.
regular and.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey,
Boom.
Wow.
5, 6,
Whoa.
8, 9.
8?
9
Nine?
successes.
Damn.
9 successes. Nice work.
Worth.
Nice work.
All right. So you manage to. So they all do as you say, and Lisa and Job John are floating in space for a quick second before you grab them and you attach, Chuck where the GU-11 would normally go on your arm for when you're flying around in jet mode. And you start blasting away before turning around, and you just fill the cat's eye with molten hot lead before it violently explodes. And now
Takes
they're.
out Chuck's thing too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. They're both close enough. Yeah, so yeah, you'll detonate both of them, and his ammo storage goes off, and it's a giant explosion. You don't look at it because you're too cool for explosions.
Yeah.
Don't look back.
We're getting the hell out of here, people.
And so now these guys are all going to suffer negatives for when trying to shoot at you while you're running away. Right, so first group roll, second group roll, third group roll.
Ones.
Oof.
Is that a good oof or a bad oof?
That's
bad oof.
better for him, I hope, right? Yeah.
So, as you're trying to fly away, these things are basically, they've pointed all of their cannons at you and they're spraying wildly in a direction, trying to hit you. And they managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total successes against you. Which is then reduced to 2 by your armor.
Okay, so my armor is gone.
Well, luckily your armor isn't destroyed or anything. It's just your armor passively reduces damage.
Okay, so 2, and you said how much got through?
4 will be getting through, and they are using called shots for this, which is why they're all rolling even worse off than they normally would be for what you did. So they're going to be assigning. They basically force your damage to be assigned to a location, and their choice is the engines.
If I can maneuver so it doesn't hit my engines.
I'll give you a roll for it.
Okay, because I will use omnipresence, so I'm aware of key details, so I'm sure that they are aiming there.
Yeah.
And
You saw them do it to the 2 other things in the area.
Yeah, and escape artist, so.
All right.
I think she still has edge.
So that would be 1, 2, 3 successes, so 1 will still get through and hit your engines.
Okay.
And if I remember correctly, I gotta find mecha systems again to see how much that slows you down. Because that does actually slow you down, unfortunately.
And, well, while you're doing that, can I counterattack?
Yes. So in order of the damage they did to you, they did 2 damage, 2 damage, 1 damage, and 1 damage.
Okay. So it's going to take damage immediately, but half the damage taken back on your opponent.
So you can choose if you want to do 1 damage or 1 damage, or 1 damage or 1 damage.
I think 1 damage sounds good.
1 damage.
Okay. So, all of them will in fact lose a person as you turn around and spray backwards at them.
Just hold on to these people and rotate as I'm going.
You're doing the Death Blossom or whatever it's called from Last Starfighter.
What's that button? Don't push that button.
Yeah, never push the red button.
It's the Death Blossom maneuver. You're not ready for that. Star Killer.
Let's see. Where is this engine thing? Shouldn't take too much longer, Lucas. Don't worry. Once I find what I'm looking for. Because
either way, my thrusts are hindered.
I like the escape plan, and I like the intensity of that. It's not just scot-free now. Can you pull away in time?
Yep, so you have 1 turn left. There's 1 turn left before you fully escape the situation. And allies arrive. If you survive this turn, you win. So don't fuck up. There is no pressure. Remember, there is no pressure overall.
Yeah, just my life and 3 other people's lives and everything else. And
There's 4. Oh yeah, 3 other people. Yeah.
No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure.
Put on your cool aviators. Do you have your aviators?
Yeah.
Does everybody have aviators? We should all have aviators.
Of course you guys have aviators.
See, I'm glad that part of my demeanor is calm.
We should all have aviators, guys.
Yeah, I've got my aviators here, guys.
Jacob's, your remote again. Jacob's needs hers. Alex got him somewhere.
His identity is being protected.
Yeah, my identity. Yeah, my identity is being protected because I abuse my players.
Abuse. I call abuse.
Come on, Jacobs. Win the day here.
So, Jacobs, this is your last turn.
Okay.
What you're gonna try to run away and defend and shoot back or something cool? You're gonna do a backflip?
Do a barrel roll, Fox.
Try spinning here. That's a good trick.
Okay. Are they kind of clumped together or?
They're close together and they're swarms, but they are kind of starting to pool up behind you because they want to take out your engines and or kill you. You're not sure yet. Maybe both.
What about time shot? Because I could choose a location. If blowing up one of them would damage any of surrounding ones or the most damage. cords or something like that.
I would say that if you use that, you could possibly like damage one group's thrust or something like that.
Yeah, I want to try to like slow the closest ones down somehow, but I'm not
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah, that could work.
Could I interject with a counter jam?
Oh, what do you mean, oh captain, my captain?
Counter
I
space
would
jam.
like to counter position their jamming
Mhm.
across multiple channels. So basically, I start scrambling their jamming. So they're getting random jams themselves to hopefully give her an edge.
Let's go for it. You know, when we roll, it won't give her an edge, but it will definitely hinder the enemy.
You're
Okay,
gonna give them the raspberry.
that's right. Only Lone Star.
If he's
So-
gonna debuff them, I'll try to buff you.
Go team, go.
That's
Mhm.
right.
So what am I rolling?
You'd be rolling for just your normal 2 skills and stuff.
So 5.
Oh yeah, you'd be rolling. Yeah, you're gonna be rolling at a 5.
All right.
2 successes. Okay, so you'll definitely be hindering them. If you had gotten a couple more, I would have said that you would have actually taken out the jamming so that way they could hear better, like
Yep.
from Mr. Mecha. But you at least have hindered them a little bit.
Take it.
That's literally all I was hoping for.
Take it.
Hey, yeah.
Anything past that was gravy.
All right. This will be star quality and rally cry using the radio equipment.
All right, that works for me.
I assume still at 6.
Yes, unfortunately, it's still at 6 because the captain only got through a little bit, but he did help.
Get it. Get it. Yeah.
2. So it's 2 successes. It's better than none.
Yep. So 2 successes, they will be able to give you at least 2 assists, Fayt, and this will be, and then you can go for your roll, Fayt.
What's this?
Yep.
I guess I'm still doing. Yeah, so that's attacking them to try to slow them down, or did colors slow them down?
Colors made sure to jam them to make it a little bit harder to hit you.
Mhm.
So your thing will be to like slow them down.
Okay, yeah. So I want to slow them down. Okay. Let's
Hey,
Nice.
4.
1, 2.
Yep. So
8 total.
3, 4, 5,
Mhm.
6.
7, 8 with the assists.
Yep. So 8 with the assist.
Nice.
And
Is it-
so you're going. So do you want to assign any of those to defense? So that way
yeah.
it's
I'll
harder.
do half and half.
All right. So 4 into attack, 4 into defense. They are all going to go into attack because they are, they want to catch you before you get away.
Ooh, here's the moment of truth.
Okay. So there's 3 groups. Each one of them is rolling 7 plus their equipment suite, and they are rolling for 6s.
I'm nervous.
And then also minus another 2 from the captain's thing. So they're rolling only 8 dice right now.
Oh no.
Only.
Still a lot. What, times 4 groups?
Mm-hmm. So first roll, second roll, third roll, and fourth roll.
I swear I'm gonna get that bug.
You're going to get that bug and you're going to kill him. And oh my god, that 4th group. Chill out, 4th group. You don't have to prove yourselves.
Oh no!
Oh, getting nervous.
So-
Still nervous. I'm just sitting here like,
Hey, I've never shut down, okay?
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically they're not shooting you down.
just disabling you.
So let's see.
For
If I
torture.
recall, the letter of the talent is she always makes it back.
Yeah, that's for only when her mecha's damaged. Like when she's getting shot down and her mecha hits 0 HP.
Mhm.
She makes it back to the enemy's arms.
Snatched.
So let's see. One group rolled nothing, another group rolled nothing, another group rolled 2, and the last group rolled 4. So total 6.
So 4 points getting through our armor.
Minus.
Wait, no, that group for some reason I rolled wrong. That one actually has 1 extra dice.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I was rolling them. I was actually like hand rolling them, so that was my B.
And were these ones called?
Yeah, these are all called shots there, so they're
Oh,
only
no.
fixes.
Right to the engine again.
So yeah, so these 7 total. 7 total is the final number.
All
So 4 from defense, and 2 to your armor.
oh.
So
1?
It goes to your engines, which you only took 1 engine damage before, right?
Yeah.
So your engines still function. You're gonna make it.
Oh yeah.
Sputtering.
Yes.
Yes, by 1 freaking point.
It's sputtering. It's starting to shake a
Sputter,
lot.
We're on fire.
Because this is 90s
Wow.
space anime, once your engines go off, you stop moving.
Yeah.
Obviously. You don't. There's no such thing as momentum.
Yeah. But we're on fire.
Holy cow.
Yep.
Holy cow. I
And
don't
so it's at this point
think you could take another round.
3 flights of fully launched squadrons have arrived in the area from other sectors and such, and quickly move through and destroy the enemy forces that are chasing you before several of them run away. And,
Yes.
and you are slowly helped back to base due to the fact that your engines are basically reading over something. The damage meter broke.
Overstress.
It's reading Archibald.
Yeah, it's reading Archibald's situation.
But
Archibald.
know what? Despite all this, that guy's getting back home.
That's right. Job John. Yes.
We get to hold a big retirement ceremony for him next session.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
Jojo is getting back.
Unfortunately, he had a heart attack on the way.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Some shrapnel got him.
Son of a gun, you.
I'm not going to do that. But yeah, no, you guys are going to be able to, so you're able to make it back. And
Nice
yeah,
work.
you this warning that they have returned, though they did lose a cat's eye and a Valkyrie in the process.
The enemies blow him up.
But
I'll allow it.
as you're slowly sit down and Lisa and Job John are let out of your giant mechanical hands, you take a breath of relief as finally something seemed to go right for once.
Oh, my ribs.
Oh, my ribs! Oh god! What
Oh
am
no! The
Shrapnel.
blood starts leaking out of your suit.
Yeah.
And then we just look back and there's actually like a million holes in your plane.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
There's no
How
back
did
half
they
of it.
How did they fly back with this much damage? And then it's just like
Or I land and the whole thing just falls apart.
Somebody just pokes one of the legs.
Yeah.
The tire deflates.
Like, oh, it's really sturdy. Bing, bing.
Just like a whole panel falls off.
Like,
But with that, we get to call an end to the session, and you guys actually did change the timeline.
Uh-oh.
Cannon averted.
Canon is averted, so that means mid-May will be the way.
Cannon of
Oh
I like that
no!
statement.
Worst timeline. Ugh.
But with that, I've been your Robotech Master for today, Harukajunko. I stream over at twitch.tv/Harukajunko. I've been streaming the Suikoden series, going through that. I'm in Suikoden 2 now, and nearing in on the finale of that. But besides that, I'm just, I play around here sometimes, I GM, and sometimes I take naps. And with that, I will pass it off to our lucky survivor, Fayt.
I'm the pew pew master tonight, but it was fun. I'm always happy to play, even though I don't have a lot of time anymore. So thank you, Lucas, for hosting it, and thank you, Haruka, for trying to kill us all in horrible, horrible fashion.
I'll do that every time you want it.
Thank you for the captain and Alex for buffing us so we didn't die horrible deaths.
It's all I do. Literally.
Hey, that's all we need. I will pass it down to Mr. Max now.
I am Alex Matz. This is the only thing I really do on the channel nowadays, but I enjoy it a lot. Uh, glad to be back doing it, even if we're not doing quite as often as we used to. Super fun. Glad to be able to help out and explore some mysteries on the SDF-1. I'm going to pass it diagonally up to the captain.
That is Captain Colors, aka Soundwavesghost. As always, thanks for running the person in charge here, and thanks Lucas for letting us play. I'm here. Not this coming. Is this coming Tuesday? Is my game or is it? I
Yeah.
think it's my game.
Yes.
Yeah, Aliens is next Tuesday. I'll get us right whenever we finally stop doing it. Alternate Tuesdays from that is a Dungeon World game. Not the exact same game that's coming up right after this is done, but it's the same idea. It's all about having fun and doing wacky things with a fantasy setting. And the Fridays we have this, and the Thursdays alternating from this Friday. Basically, this Friday is one, and the next Thursday instead, they will be running a D&D campaign with Lucas as you're running that one, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he didn't get to be a player as much as I would like, but that's what having your own channel's like sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, as always, everyone that did watch, thanks for watching. Those who watch on YouTube, hit us up in the comments if you got anything you want to ask. We're not all the experts in this system, but between us and yourself, I'm sure there's enough nerddom in us that we could find the answer.
That's right.
And always be safe out there. Pass it to Luke.
All right, yeah. Starting tonight, we have a new Dungeon World game right after this, as Soundwaves was saying. It's called Dungeon World The Manafrost, run by our very own Dem. And I know Ava Rogers is in it, who has jumped into a bunch of stuff now, and a few new cast members. And out of the 5 games that we'll be running, I'm only running 2, playing in 2, and the other one I'm taking off, which is kind of the point. There's some big news coming down the pipe that once I can release it, I will let everybody in the community know, including all of these good folk, all the directors, all the actors, all the producers, and there's some things coming down, but them taking the reins on a whole show on this channel is like the first step towards that. And if you're interested in playing, running, hosting, any of those things, find us in the Discord chat, Lucasgvariety, and come and knock, and we can set some things up. I like to open more possibilities up here. So yeah, next week will be Dungeons & Dragons, The Sunless Citadel, 5e. And yeah, Dungeon World coming up here in about 15 minutes on the same channel, so take a break and come on back and go ahead and check that out. And obviously you can always get the VODs on YouTube here. So until then, the rest of us are going to get out of here and move over, get out of the chairs so that the next group can sit down in them. We got our butts in them, making the seats nice and warm for these kids. So I even farted in mine a lot to make it extra super warm.
Lovely.
Yeah. That's going to be for you, Dem. I love you so much. All right. Until then, guys, until our next time, until next show and next Tuesday, we will see you later. So have a good night. God bless and good gaming. See you guys later. Peace.